What's up, guys? Welcome to your Bitcoin update. We're going to be taking a look at the charts, and I do want to talk a little bit about the Dow Jones and where it's at. I'm watching this for some hidden bearish divergence. Keep an eye on the 34,896 at close, still about 2 hours and 14 minutes till close. But keep an eye on that. If it does close below this red line, we're most likely going to get some hidden bearish divergence and a flip around tomorrow. But we'll be keeping an eye on that. Also, I want to take a look at Ethereum on the daily. Same thing. If Ethereum's daily, it has 6 hours to close. If it closes below 36.22, then we're going to be showing hidden bearish divergence there also. Litecoin is about 189 is where we're watching for it. So if it can close above that, then it'll erase the hidden bearish divergence. Silver, same thing. These are all daily charts too, by the way. Gold, same thing, just showing a bunch of hidden bearish divergence in all these charts. And again, keep an eye on the Dow for close around 34. If it closes below about 34,890, I would be expecting tomorrow to be a down day, although the pre-markets may start up. And as for the DXY, we had this trend line drawn in here, looking at this as, and this is one of the reasons I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. We have an Adam and an Eve here, although I should draw that right. I do believe this was an Adam and an Eve, and our measured move for the dollar is 97.7 from this. We did come back down, retest the trend line, and it looks like we are to continue up. We are in a rising wedge in the RSI. If this breaks, closes the daily down below this, then we could come back down and retest this trend line again around that 93.80. And if that happens, Bitcoin may get one final pump, and we're going to talk about where that would be. As you guys know, this is, if you guys follow me on Twitter, or if you don't follow me on Twitter, give me a follow at CryptoSavvy1, or join the Discord down below. It's totally free. Great group of people in there. Don't be an ass. You will be banned. So anyways, looking at this trend line right here, there's actually two trend lines. I have a dotted one up here. Not sure which one to go by yet. But as of right now, around that 57.9, if we break that, then we could possibly go to new all-time highs. But I do expect a rejection there. What I'm looking for is possibly fall through this line here. And that would actually get us back down to the triangle that we were looking at. We're going to take another look at that today. This will be somewhere around 27.28. Let's take a look at it right here. Oh, this is something I wanted to point out also, guys. Keep an eye on this daily. We did break the trend line here. Look for a retest if we are going to move back up. Now, everybody's saying you said you were bullish at this number. You said you were going to be bullish at this number. What I had said at a lot of those numbers were temporarily bullish, like the 47.5, temporarily bullish. I am still in my shorts for all of you that don't understand trading. I have been laddering in. My average right now is still about 50, right around 52,000. My liquidation is well above 63,000. But if I do set stops, I'll let you guys know when and where. Also, I'm going to probably still be adding. But anything below this trend line, like I have said since back in March, I will remain bearish. This is an ascending trend line. It does rise. So as of right now, if it was in the next few days, a break of 59.3, then getting support on this line, then I would be bullish. Until then, I remain bearish. We were looking at this as an ABC. Could this still move? Yes, it's still possible. We'll be keeping an eye on it, but as of right now, this is where I stay with it. So, if this is truly bullish, this is the break of the trend line, but we only had 2 touches on it. I was expecting to come back up to get another touch first. So, could this line be moved? Yes, it could. Depending on if we've topped out. But what happens the next time, we're at least going to get a retracement, guys. A lot of people don't understand that. They think charts only go in one direction. We always have retracements, guys. So if we do have a retracement and then we bounce back off of this trend line, depending on where it would hit, 40,700 if it was in the next few days, somewhere in that area. But if it did break, or I'm sorry, if it did get a bounce there, look for it still possibly to go up to that those higher levels that I just showed you. But once we do see this turn around, we can move this trend line to whatever peak that was and then watch what happens after that and try to figure out the count from there. I'm still pretty convinced that this is what we're doing, as that is how the market usually tops, as you can see here in 2019 and 2018. As you can see, if you went off the first two peaks like we did this last one, we did end up breaking it, but it was just to come back down and form another triangle. So basically a big A, B, C, and finished obviously the measured move here. So we could be still seeing the same thing. I do believe that is a good possibility. If you guys are interested in trading, definitely check out PrimeXBT, by far my favorite exchange. They don't trade against you like all the other scammy exchanges. You can use my promo code SAVVY50 and SAVVY25. The SAVVY50 will get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus. SAVVY25 will get you 25% off of your fees. You can also go over, a lot of people get confused on how to use their margin. There is a video on my home page, on my home YouTube page. Go to the home. Right here, it also tells you where to put in the promo codes and stuff like that. And I noticed people in the Discord, I mentioned earlier, a lot of people are rude, like when people show small trades or small accounts, that people make fun of them. And actually, those are the people that are learning. Those are actually the smart people. They don't start with $50,000 and try to get rich. They play with small amounts, learn what they're doing till they get confident and start being profitable in their accounts, and then they can put more in if they wish to. But anyways, I just wanted to say that. So if you see anyone being rude in the Discord like that, let them know. FG, even if I study the history of stocks a little, there's no such round tower at the peak. Thank you, Savvy. Every time you shout for the downturn, I made full purchase and it was 30% profit. All right. So anyways, if we look at this trend line here, this one would get us up to, well, depending on if, when, and where, but around that 58.3. So all of it's confluent with the line I'm watching here, right in here. Like I said, if that breaks at any time, I've been saying the same thing since March, then I would get bullish. Other than that, I remain bearish. This was a chart from a while back. Obviously, this has the Savvy indicator on there. It is EMA Savvy, but it had the bullish EMA cross right here. It did mark that for those of you that went long. Congrats. But this, if we take a measured move of this here, where this broke out, that gets us to about that same area, right around 57.7. So if we do get another push up, those are the areas I'd be looking for rejection. Like I said, I do expect this to at least come back down and retrace at some point here. If you guys haven't already, check out my wife's webpage. She sharpened it up a little bit. It's inkyyourimage.com. There's a link down below. There's also other links down below that give you discounts and whatnot. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. Boris, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, man. So, anyways, check it out. There is a Bitcoin section. You can put anything you want on any of this stuff. It does have, if you click on anything in here, it will ask you for your image. So if you go to a t-shirt, well, I guess it's not on the t-shirt, but it is on most of the stuff on here. The pictures, because you can do family pictures or whatnot on there. But so let's take a look at this longer term chart, then I'll get into the chat. So as you guys know, right over here, every time we break this parabolic trend line, we are in a bear market. Same thing back here in 2018. And we broke this one here is where I called it. I did draw the blue line in for the bulls to have one last chance. It did break. We are above that now, but let's take a look at where it lies. We'll put a target on there for where tomorrow would be. Let's do it right about here. So around 53,000. So if we break back below that 53, we're back below this line, which I do believe we will be seeing. We are not showing any divergence right now in these last two peaks. This is the dollar overlaid on the Bitcoin chart. As you guys know, I just went over in the beginning of the video, I am still bullish on the dollar. You can see every time the dollar bottoms on the bottom trend line, Bitcoin tops. Right here, Bitcoin topped. Right here, Bitcoin topped. Every time the dollar tops on this top trend line, Bitcoin bottoms. Topped right here, March 2020, Bitcoin bottomed. This would be the next area I think would be a good buy area. We'll see how this plays out, but I am still pretty confident in it, especially with what's going on with the dollar. As you guys know, I'm bullish on the dollar. So this is the 1 hour chart. I threw this in the Discord earlier. Looking at this falling channel here. So if we were to break the top of this falling channel, which is about 54,575, your first measured move is going to be the width of the channel, and that would be about 56,000. And if it was to break down out of the bottom of this channel, which would be somewhere in the 52.8 range, if it drops below that, you're going to be looking for 51,250. For those of you that day trade, this could be a good trade for you. But as you guys know, I don't day trade. Every once in a while to play around, but I like to swing trade. I'm in longer positions. So if we looked at this as a bull flag, and if it broke that, what did I tell you, 54.5, 54.4 area, then the target, if we do break the 56, get support there, then you could be looking as high as that 58.7, which again goes along with that same area we've been watching. Now, if it does break down here and we break below the 51.2, the next line of support is going to be somewhere in the 48.5 range. Let me move that up a little bit. 48.5, somewhere in that range, if we do break the 51,250. But again, if we break out of this to the downside, our first target's 51,250. If we break to the upside, first target's 56,000. And then again up here at 58, if that 56 breaks. All right, another thing I want to look at, something that is, let's go over to, let me try to find a clean chart to put this on. Let's see. So let's just use this one. Let me get this stuff off of here. I'll put it back together here in a minute. But there is another way to look at this. As you guys know, I believe this was our 5 waves down over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. That is why I do think that is just the first move down. And then this I was looking for an ABC, which it could be, I guess, a funky looking ABC, something like this. Let me get this out. So we would go from the low to the high to here. And then, you know, depending on where this ends. Still possible, but the other way to, this is where it gets confusing. This could be 5 waves right here. We go from the low, wave 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 did not cross 1, and then 5 up. And then it would be ABC down, and then a huge bullish move up. But again, I don't see that happening yet. Like I said, let's keep an eye on this triangle. We will redraw the top trend line once we have a reversal up in this area. Still definitely a possibility, guys. Like I said, this could be a big ABC, 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 and then down. And that would change this to something like this. And then we get another bull trap over here. And then if it does play out like this, it's gonna be a long bear market if that is the case. So we'll be keeping an eye on it. Anyways, Vivek, what's up? What's up, Tune? My internet connection is bad. Sorry, man. Let me see here. Stream health. It says good. I was saying something about my bit rate. I've been having trouble with it. Like my microphone the last video, just been having troubles and issues with it. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. I do appreciate it. Dallas Auto Direct, thank you for all you do, Savvy. Keeping greed away. Right on, brother. If you guys are in the auto market, definitely check out Dallas Auto Direct. It's directautosdallas.com. Actually, I'm going to throw a link in here if you guys are looking for vehicle. Awesome dude, helped me out big time. As you guys know, I was shopping for a new truck and I actually ordered one. It was going to take forever, and he'll help me find what I needed. Love the truck, man. Oh yeah, one more time, check out my wife's webpage if you haven't already, inkimage.com. Links down below. Great way to help support the channel. Does the moon chart show anything? What do you mean, does the moon chart show anything? If this is a wave one, even if this is super bullish, like a lot of people are starting to believe, although I do not, but a lot of people are, if this was a wave one, which doesn't make any sense because we have 5 waves down here, but if this was a wave one, we would still have a big 2 coming for a correction. Possibly, let's take a look at where that might be. If we take, let's say we topped here. A retracement would be back down to around the $39,000 to $40,000 range. If it went to the 0.5 fib, be about 42.3. So, I mean, if that's the case, and then we get a big bounce there, break this high, then maybe, just maybe, the bulls are right. But until then, like I said, unless we break this trend line right here, I remain bearish. MD, did you sell the Mercedes? No, I didn't. My wife's driving it because we ordered a Bronco a 1.5 years ago and still have not gotten that. So she's driving the Mercedes right now. Blonde Truther. Yeah, they can get you whatever you want, man. He literally searched for that truck for me, but if you look in their inventory, let's see what he's got in the beginning here. A G-Wagon, McLaren, Bentley, Corvette, Land Rover. Check it out. The link's on there. Did your gate install go good? Yeah, it did. What we had, it's a bigger property, and there's a private road, and people were actually dumping back there. So we had to put a gate up to keep people from driving back there and dumping. The local police were being pretty cool about it. They were hiding back there because it's a long road, probably close to a half a mile. BTC hit my stop loss. It happens, man. The move from September 7th to the 21st could have been the ABC. That would be super bullish. Do you not consider that at all? That's why I just talked about this here. ABC and then the 5th wave. But that, if that's an ABC there, let me get into a clean chart again. I'll show you. Where is a chart? So that's what I was talking about here. If that was an ABC, then this would be the 5th wave. Let's throw this on here. Let's throw some fibs on it. We'll go from the bottom of wave 2, if in fact that's what it was, to the top of wave 3, to the bottom of wave 4, if this ABC was 4. As you can see, we are getting rejected at the golden pocket zone, but also that target comes up again around that 58,000, which would be the 0.786. If this was a ABC, so if this was a big A, this was a B, and then we have a C up, that would get us back up to around the 63.9, which I don't think is the case. But yeah, if that was an ABC there, like I said, this would be just the fifth wave. And the fifth wave ending. And then again, if this was bullish, like I said, I don't see any way for this to be 5 waves up with right after having 5 waves down. So one of these would have to be an ABC. And if it was bullish, this would have to be an ABC here. And this would have to do a retrace. Even it could still get up to the 58, but then it would have to do a retrace before continuing up. So either way, we're going to come back down here at some point, whether it be, even if the chart is bullish, we still have a pretty damn big correction coming. And like I said, even if we've already topped there, let's measure that. So if it's topped here, then 39,120 would be the golden pocket. 0.5 fib would be around 42.3. And if we went up higher, say we go to that 58,000, then the 0.5 would be about 43.4 and 40,000 for the 0.618. Could your wave 2 be the start of wave count 1 instead? What do you mean here? Wave 2. This wave 2? No, because we had a lower low right here where this all ended right here. This was lower than this, so that makes that a 1-2. If it is that, and then you can count in here. You can get a goofy 5 wave count out of this as 1, 2, 3. Actually, it would be 3 up there and then 5 here. So that would be the 5 waves of 3 right there. Hey, Savvy, just curious to get your take on what one is called a reverse head and shoulders prior to the parabolic price action and the importance for the price to stay above the 111 DMA. I don't use the 111 DMA, so I can't really answer that. Are you talking about this? This really can't be a head and shoulders or an inverse head and shoulders if this is what you're talking about, because it just doesn't work. I guess you could look at this as a possible inverse head and shoulders, but I still don't like it. I don't like to start my lines in the middle of moves like that. It just, like I seen somebody talking about this being a cup and handle. That's a pretty uneven cup, guys. Cups do not just start in the middle of a move like that. All right, take it easy, M-Jab. All right, guys. Yes, we could be topped out at 56.4. But again, there's no guarantee. There's still a lot of stuff saying we could have one more push up. And I showed the areas I would be looking for right up in this area. It wouldn't surprise me if we got up back up here, but we're pretty high on the RSI, and this actually, yeah, we're really not showing any divergence unless you go off this peak here, and I don't like to jump off different highs like that. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Thanks all you guys for all your support. I will be popping in and out of Twitter and Discord tonight, so thanks again, guys. Don't forget to smash the likes, subscribe if you haven't already, tick that notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos, and have a great night, guys.